Locker room. This Chicago-San Francisco game, this was certainly the best game of the day. I'm putting it up there with the best game of the year. And it gave me some things and I learned some things that I needed to see from the Bears as they got ready to move into this. And even the 49ers. This Brock Purdy ain't the old Brock Purdy. I'm going to start with this. Oh, my God, I can start with that on both sides, people. We expected this Caleb Williams not to be the same Caleb Williams he was last year because of Ben Johnson now and what he's given them and what he is. But we didn't expect this Brock Purdy to not to be the same Brock Purdy he was last year. This ain't the same Brock Purdy. This ain't the same Brock Purdy. Now y'all can say what y'all want to say. Caleb Williams first, man, I believe now that they're able to go into a playoffs and play with the big boys. I wasn't buying that before. I had seen some, when you watch Chicago, you can see they got a good running game, got a good defense, and they play hard. They'll play hard. But you always one that's going to come down to that quarterback. Is he going to make the play to win the game, or is he going to not make that play? And Caleb Williams has got, because they won some games late, and I tell y'all all the time, is as a man thinketh. Now he feels like I can do it anytime. And he's gotten so pat on the back so much from it, a good job, it's his dopamine. You see, so now the thing that should be scaring young guys become the dopamine for that young guy right there. That means what turns him on, what gets him going in these tight games. He gets a chance now with his physical skill set and a quarterback whisper who's giving him the understanding of the game, shoulders up. He already had all that stuff shoulders down. Now he gets to be Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes-like. Let me not say it that way because somebody will take that and turn it into something else. Patrick Mahomes-like. Dude, I'm telling you, that's what he was. That's what he is now. I don't think he'll go anywhere because I can see, I'm telling y'all, I can see Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams like Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Now he starts. It'd have been insane if he had him last year. It was a great thing, but because then you learn one thing for the first time. He had to break back some things and break out some things, and now he's learning this thing. It's kind of like when you're younger. They tell you it's best to learn Spanish when you're younger. I'm struggling with it because I'm an old man now. I'm so set in my ways. So, but anyway, it was only 1 year of that bad stuff. Now you're looking at Caleb Williams. This Chicago Bear team is ready to make a move and a run and a play against all these other teams. Now that game with San Francisco, with all that they got people they have out, that was an incredible game. I hadn't seen any game, dude, where it was 7-7, 14-14, 21-21. I'm waiting on somebody to break. 28-28, 35-35. I'm waiting on somebody to break. Man, that was good football. That was good football. I just want to talk about that. That was some good football. But now let me just say this one more time though before I go locker room. It does feel good to have Miami in the city. You know what I mean? I wanted to go over there and be there because I know they had media day today, but I don't want my boys to think that I'm jumping in to their moment. You know what I mean? I want this moment to be all theirs. I go over there and I got cameras following me. So I'm not doing all of that. This is all of theirs. I want them to eat it up. Everybody on them. Focus, get it up. Get up there, baby. Notice it's just the front of it and a small piece of it. The bigger the game, the bigger the crowd, the bigger the eye. And the bigger the number of eyes. you see. So remember what I told you about Caleb and how you start to feel good, it becomes this dopamine. It becomes this dopamine now, late game, making the play because everybody everywhere saying, you're the man. That's what these young boys are getting. You're the man. Stay your butt out the way, Mike. Don't go over there. I want them to know I'm with them. They walking into my stadium. I call it my stadium. You know what I mean. Jerry built it with my Super Bowl money. You know what I'm saying? Even though I ain't play in it. That's why I drive right up in there. Nobody don't ever ask me for a ticket or nothing. They just say, oh, right this way, sir. Right this way. Where you want to go, mister? Take me to this floor. Take me where I got a golden pass in that stadium. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I call it my stadium. And right now my team is there. But I need my locker room to know I couldn't do that. This is their moment. We gotta let them have their moment. And then we gotta let them yearn that dopamine for more moments and bigger moments like this. That's what I'm gonna be making sure they know when it's time to go and play. Peace, locker room.